Have you ever looked around and thought, is this it? Waking up, dragging yourself to a job you don't love, surrounding yourself with people who settle for mediocrity, checking your phone 100 times a day to escape a life not even excited about? They confuse motion with progress. That's the tragedy of being average. It doesn't look dangerous, but it slowly kills your potential. It numbs your ambition, shrinks your dreams, and convinces you that this dull, predictable life is the best you can do. They don't wait for life to hand them momentum. They build it with their own two hands. If you're waiting to feel ready, you'll never start. I'll start tomorrow. I'm too tired today. I've got too much going on. Not your boss, not your parents, not your friends. You don't. Every day you choose comfort over growth. You're choosing to remain in the same place while life moves on without you. Every time you scroll instead of build, delay instead of start, sleep instead of grinder, casting a vote for an average life. And here's the scary part. One day you will wake up and realize you've run out of time. The opportunities you ignored, gone. The dreams you buried, faded. The potential you wasted, unrecoverable. This is your responsibility. Your life, your standards, your future. The sooner you own that, the faster everything changes. Because when you stop outsourcing your power and start owning your path, you become unstoppable. Average people wait for motivation. Driven people create it by moving forward even when it's hard, even when no one is watching. But high achievers, they execute. They do what they said they would do long after the mood they made the decision in has left. That's the difference. Discipline isn't about feeling good, it's about being committed. You don't become great by doing what's easy. You become great by doing what's necessary. Readiness is a lie that average minds cling to. The real ones step forward anyway, terrified or not. Deep down, you know something's wrong. You weren't born to blend in. You weren't meant to follow the crowd. You weren't created to live a copy-and-paste existence. But unless you make a decision, a real one, you will. Most people sleepwalk through life. They don't even know they're doing it. They chase distractions, not purpose. They settle for comfort, not greatness. But here's the truth. You're not average. You've just been surrounded by it so long that you've forgotten what excellence looks like. You've forgotten what it feels like to burn with hunger, to chase mastery, to walk into a room and know you've earned your place. That's not something life just hands you. It's something you build, something you fight for. And it starts with one decision: to stop being average. Average people wait for permission. They wait for signs, motivation, a perfect time. Extraordinary people, they move, they act, they create energy. So let's be honest. What's keeping you average right now? Maybe it's your habits, waking up late, wasting time on entertainment, saying yes to things you don't care about, hanging around people who talk more than they do. These things add up. They drain your energy, rob your focus, and leave you stuck in the same place year after year. Want a better life? Audit it, ruthlessly. Cut what doesn't serve the future you want. Don't justify. Don't explain. Eliminate. Stop negotiating with your excuses. Average minds love to negotiate. Understand this. No one's coming to save you. You can't keep living like you have infinite time. You weren't born to be forgotten. You weren't meant to just exist. You were meant to leave something behind. A legacy, a story, a life that others can look at and say, they did it. It rewards those who dare to be different, who break patterns, who demand more of themselves than others expect. You don't get what you want. You get what you tolerate. So what are you tolerating right now? The world is full of talented people living small because they lacked discipline. Don't let that be you. Why? Because they made a decision. They decided they weren't going to let their circumstances dictate their future. They refused to stay average. They chose to rise. You can too. It's not your talent that determines your outcome. It's your choices. It's a trap, a slow death, a lie dressed up as safety. If you want more, you have to become more. If you want different, you have to do different. Nothing changes until you change. And no one can do it for you. You make them every single day, whether you realize it or not. But because you're done settling, you're done pretending, you're done being average. From this moment on, you rise, you grind, you lead. You live with purpose, move with intensity, and fight for every inch of progress. You were meant to be exceptional, so stop waiting. Wake up, step up, and show the world exactly who you are. What in your life are you letting slide because it's easier than facing the truth? Against all odds, they rose. But that kind of life doesn't happen by accident. Are you working on your craft, or just clocking hours? Are you building a life that reflects your potential, or one that mirrors your fears? It's built on late nights, early mornings, relentless focus, ruthless self-honesty, brutal discipline. It's forged in the fire of discomfort and the refusal to settle. Look around. The world doesn't reward average, it forgets it. Are you showing up with purpose every day or just getting by, hoping you'll make the decision today to become who you were meant to be? Not the version the world wants, the real you, the one who's been buried under layers of doubt, distraction, and delay. The one who knows that greatness is possible, but only if you start now. The difference between average and excellent isn't talent, it's obsession, focus, consistency. There is someone out there with less talent, fewer resources, and more obstacles, and they're winning. But you can't do it halfway. You have to go all in. Burn the bridges, shut the back door. Stop keeping a plan B. When you give yourself a way out, you will take it. Commit to the life you know you're capable of, not someday, not when it's convenient. Right now, your future self is watching. So here's the wake-up call. Average is not your destiny. This is your moment, the line in the sand. The day everything shifts. Not because it's easy, because average is comfortable, but greatness is unforgettable. And deep down, you were never meant to be average.